Welcome back to JF Coins. Could be worth a staggering $597,773 or even more. Yes, you heard that right. A single 1-cent coin could turn you into a fortune holder overnight. In this video, we're diving deep into the history, rarity, and the incredible market value of the 1993 D. Lincoln penny. We'll uncover why some of these pennies are selling for jaw-dropping prices, what makes them so valuable, and how you can check if you have one of these hidden treasures lying around in your home. So, if you love numismatics, coin collecting, or just want to learn about valuable coins that could be hiding in your piggy bank, stick around until the end. You don't want to miss this. The history of the 1993 D. Lincoln penny. To understand why the 1993 D. Lincoln penny is so valuable, we first need to look at its history. This penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark found just below the year on the obverse side of the coin. In 1993, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, most of which were made from 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. At first glance, they looked just like any other Lincoln penny in circulation. However, within this massive production run, a few extraordinary errors and variations occurred, creating ultra-rare high-value coins that collectors would pay an absolute fortune for today. But what exactly makes some of these pennies worth so much? Let's dive deeper. Why are some 1993 D pennies worth a fortune? There are a few key reasons why certain 1993 D. Lincoln pennies are valued at astronomical prices. One of the main factors that drive up the value of any coin is minting errors. The 1993 D. penny has been known to have several rare and sought-after mistakes, including some 1993 D. pennies were struck center, meaning part of the design is missing. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Coins with a 50% or more off-center strike can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, causing letters, numbers, or images to appear slightly doubled. In some 1993 D pennies, this error is especially noticeable on Lincoln's face or the lettering on the reverse side. Depending on the clarity of the doubling, these coins can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Wrong planchet errors. Some 1993 D pennies were accidentally struck on planchets meant for other coins, such as dimes or foreign currency. These rare mistakes are highly sought after and can sell for an insane amount of money. Another major factor that affects a coin's value is its condition. In numismatics, coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS-70 being the highest possible grade. Most pennies that have been in circulation for decades will have scratches, dents, and signs of wear, making them less valuable. However, a 1993 D. Lincoln penny in MS-67 or MS-68 condition is exceedingly rare and can sell for thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Coin collecting is a massive industry, with collectors worldwide willing to pay top dollar for rare finds. Certain years and mint errors gain legendary status among collectors, pushing their market value to incredible heights. How much is a 1993 D. Lincoln penny really worth? Alright, now let's talk numbers. How much could you actually make if you found a rare 1993 D. Lincoln penny in your possession? Recent auction prices and market trends circulated 1993 D pennies are usually worth just face value. 1 cent. A 1993 D penny in MS-65 condition can fetch $5 to $20. A 1993 D penny with a rare error, such as a double die or off-center strike, can sell for anywhere from $500 to $5,000. High-grade MS-67 or MS-68 specimens can command between $10,000 and $50,000. The ultra-rare 1993 D. Lincoln penny, graded MS-70 or with a significant mint error, has reached jaw-dropping prices of over $597,773 at auctions. This means that if you happen to have one of these rare pennies sitting in your jar of spare change, you could be holding on to a literal fortune without even knowing it. How to check if you have a valuable 1993 D penny? Now that you know the potential value of the 1993 D penny, it's time to check your own coins. Here's how you can do it. First, check the obverse side of your penny. If there's a small D below the D, congratulations. You have a Denver minted penny. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to carefully examine the details of your penny. Look for double die errors on the lettering or Lincoln's profile center strikes where part of the design is missing any unusual thickness, misalignments, or odd colorations. A coin's grade plays a huge role in its value. If your penny looks almost flawless, with little to no scratches, it might be MS 65 or higher, making it far more valuable. If you believe you have a valuable 1993 D penny, consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service, such as a professional grade can significantly increase your coin's market value and make it easier to sell to serious collectors. The 1993 D Lincoln penny is one of those rare treasures hiding in plain sight. While most people overlook their pocket change, a keen eye and a little knowledge could lead to an incredible payday. So, check your coin jars, old wallets, and that forgotten piggy bank. You might just uncover a six-figure penny without even realizing it. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on future videos about valuable coins. And if you have any rare coins or interesting finds, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear about it. Until next time, happy coin hunting. Could astonish you. Join us as we explore the origins, unique characteristics, notable errors, and current market value of this remarkable coin. In 1994, the United States Mint in Denver produced an astounding 7,131,765,000 Lincoln Memorial pennies. This massive production run was part of the ongoing series honoring President Abraham Lincoln, a tradition that began in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of his birth. The obverse of the coin features the iconic profile of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 by Frank Gasparo to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Composition and design details. The 1994 D penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a composition standard adopted in 1982 to reduce production costs. The coin measures 19 millimeters in diameter and weighs 2.5 grams. The D mint mark, indicating its origin from the Denver Mint, is located just below the date on the obverse side. For most 1994 D pennies found in everyday circulation, their value remains at face value, 1 cent. However, the story changes when we consider coins in uncirculated condition. In pristine, uncirculated states, these pennies can command a premium. For instance, a 1994 D penny graded MS 65 mint state 65 is valued around 30 cents to 36 cents. While this might not seem substantial, higher grades can fetch more. Coins graded MS 68 have been known to reach values of approximately $250, and in exceptional cases, an MS 69 grade penny can be valued at around $3.750. The allure of mint errors significantly enhance a coin's desirability and value among collectors. The 1994 D penny is no exception, with several notable errors recorded. Some 1994 D pennies were mistakenly struck without their outer copper plating, exposing the underlying zinc. These unplated errors are distinctive and can fetch around $150 in MS 65 condition. Rare instances exist where a 1994 D penny was struck over a dime, resulting in a fascinating blend of designs from both coins. Such double denomination errors are highly prized, with values reaching up to $940 for coins graded MS 66. Coins that were struck center where the design is misaligned due to the planchet not being properly seated during striking are also sought after. The value of these errors depends on the degree of misalignment and the coin's condition, with some fetching between $40 to $180. In addition to the regular strikes, the San Francisco Mint produced proof versions of the 1994 penny, known as the 1994 Proof Penny. These coins were minted with special care, featuring a mirrored finish and frosted details intended primarily for collectors. With a mintage of 3,269,923, these proof coins are more limited. In perfect PR70 deep cameo condition, they have been valued at around $42 in recent years. Market dynamics and collecting tips. The value of the 1994 D Lincoln Memorial penny is influenced by factors such as rarity, condition, and demand within the numismatic community. While many of these pennies are common, those in exceptional condition or exhibiting rare errors can be quite valuable. Collectors interested in acquiring or selling such coins should consider the following. Professional grading by reputable services can authenticate and accurately assess the coin's condition, significantly impacting its market value. Staying informed about current market trends and recent auction results can provide insights into the coin's potential value. To preserve a coin's condition, handle it by the edges and store it in protective holders to prevent damage. Conclusion: the 1994 D. Lincoln Memorial Penny serves as a testament to the rich history and intricate processes of coin minting. Beyond its modest face value lies a world of fascinating errors, variations, and the potential for significant worth, especially for coins in superior condition or those exhibiting unique mint errors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious newcomer, the 1994 D penny offers a captivating glimpse into the complexities and surprises of coin collecting. So, the next time you come across a penny from 1994, take a moment to examine it closely. You might just be holding a hidden treasure in the palm of your hand. Today, we're diving into one of the most mind-blowing discoveries in the coin collecting world, the 1994 D Ultra Lincoln Penny. Yes, you heard that right. A 1-cent coin that could be worth up to $597,771. Imagine walking down the street, finding a penny on the ground, and realizing it's worth more than a luxury sports car. Sounds unbelievable? Well, stick with me because I'm about to break down everything you need to know about this coin's history, errors, value, and how you can find one today. So, if you're excited, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's jump right in. The history of the 1994 D. Lincoln Penny. Before we get into why this penny is so valuable, let's take a quick trip back to 1994. That year, the Denver Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies. Most of them were just ordinary coins made from copper-plated zinc and worth only 1 cent. However, hidden among them were a few incredibly rare error coins that collectors would later discover to be worth a fortune. The Ultra Lincoln Penny. What makes it special? The reason why the 1994 D Ultra Lincoln Penny is worth so much comes down to a few rare factors. Ultra high quality strike. Some of these coins were struck with an extremely sharp and clear design, far better than regular pennies. Double die errors. Some versions of this penny have a rare double die obverse, meaning Lincoln's portrait or the lettering appears doubled under magnification. Minting mistakes. A few 1994 D pennies were struck on the wrong metal planchet, making them heavier or lighter than normal pennies. Limited surviving pieces. Only a handful of these error coins have been discovered, making them extremely rare. How to identify a 1994 D Ultra Lincoln Penny worth nearly $600,000? If you're wondering, do I have one of these rare pennies? Here's how you can check. Flip over your 1994 penny and check under the date. If you see a small D mint mark, it means the coin was minted in Denver, which is what we're looking for. Under a magnifying glass or microscope, look for doubling on Lincoln's face, the letters Liberty, or the year 1994. If you see a slight shadow effect, you might have a valuable error coin. A normal 1994 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it might be struck on the wrong planchet. One of the rarest errors that increase the value dramatically. Collectors and auctions value mint condition coins the most. If your penny looks shiny and uncirculated, it's worth much more than a worn-out one. How much is the 1994 D Ultra Penny worth? Now, let's talk money. How much can you get if you find one of these rare pennies? Slight doubling or minor errors could be worth $10. 100 major doubling or struck on the wrong metal, valued between $1,000, $50. 000. The rarest 1994 D Ultra Lincoln Penny. Recently sold at auction $4,597, $771. Yes, that's right, nearly $600,000 for a single penny. Just imagine what you could do with that kind of money. Buy a dream house? Travel the world? Invest in more rare coins? The possibilities are endless. Where to sell your rare 1994 D penny? If you think you have one of these valuable pennies, don't spend it. Instead, here's what you should do. Check online auctions. Websites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, or Great Collections regularly sell rare coins for huge amounts. Visit a coin dealer. Find a trusted coin dealer in your area who can evaluate your penny's true worth. Join coin collector groups. Forums like Coin Talk and Reddit's r/coins community are great places to learn from experts. Other rare Lincoln pennies to look for if you love rare coins. Here are some other Lincoln pennies that could be worth big money. 1943 copper penny, worth over $1 million. 1955 double-die penny, valued between $1,000 $125,000, 1969, S double-die penny, worth up to $35,000, 1972 double-die penny, valued at $600 $10,000. So, if you're checking your change for a 1994 D penny, keep an eye out for these valuable coins too. Final thoughts, you might be sitting on a fortune. The 1994 D Ultra Lincoln penny is one of the most valuable coins ever found in pocket change. Imagine how many people have spent this penny without realizing it could have made them rich. Now that you know the secret, go check your piggy bank, coin jar, or old collections. You never know what treasure you might find. Like this video to help more people find rare coins. Subscribe for more coin collecting tips and valuable discoveries. Comment below if you have any rare coins or if you found something interesting in your change. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy coin hunting! Today, in this video, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing and sought-after pennies in the history of American coins, the 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. This little coin that many of us overlook in our change could actually be worth a lot more than you think. So get comfortable and let's go on a journey to uncover the mystery, value, and fascinating story behind the 1-cent 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny. Now, before we jump into the value and current market trends, let's take a step back and talk about what makes the 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny so special. When you first look at a 1996 D penny, you might think it's just a regular, everyday cent. But trust me, there's more to it than meets the eye. This penny was minted at the Denver Mint in 1996, and like all pennies, it's made from copper-plated zinc. It features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse back side. However, what sets this particular penny apart from its siblings is its unique characteristics and rarity, making it a highly coveted coin among collectors. The term Ultra Lincoln penny refers to a specific version of the 1996 D penny that has been classified as being in pristine condition. To put it simply, these are pennies that are in exceptionally high-grade condition, often graded as MS 65 or higher by professional grading services. While most 1996 D pennies you'll come across are likely to have signs of wear and tear from circulation, a true Ultra Lincoln penny remains in perfect or nearly perfect condition, often appearing as though it just left the mint. But here's the thing. Ultra-rare coins like the 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny aren't something you come across every day. The reason they are so highly sought after is that there were very few of them that were actually produced in these perfect grades. Collectors have learned that in order to own one of these treasures, they have to be willing to pay a premium. Why is the 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny so valuable? Let's talk about the value of this rare penny. In general, the market for rare coins is largely driven by factors like rarity, demand, and the condition of the coin. But with the 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny, there are some unique circumstances that make this coin stand out even more. For starters, the 1996 D penny was produced during a time when there was significant interest in preserving coins in mint condition. These coins were made during a period where the U.S. Mint produced large quantities of pennies to meet the demand for currency, and most of them were released into circulation. Over time, those pennies went through the wear and tear of everyday life. Some were lost, others were damaged, and the majority simply faded into obscurity. However, those few pennies that managed to remain unscathed, especially those with immaculate surfaces, began to rise in value as collectors started to recognize their rarity. Coins in high-grade conditions like MS 65 or higher are considered to be extremely scarce, and it's precisely these high-quality coins that have driven up the value of the 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny. In recent years, collectors have been willing to pay impressive amounts for this specific coin. Current market estimates suggest that a 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny in perfect condition could be worth around $597,769 or more, depending on the specific grading and demand at any given time. It's always important to understand that coin values fluctuate depending on several factors, including market demand, auction results, and the overall state of the economy. While we're talking about some impressive numbers today, keep in mind that the value of your 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny could change as trends in the numismatic world evolve. Right now, Collectors are paying upwards of $597,769 for the highest grade versions of the 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny. And even pennies with slightly less than perfect grades are fetching respectable prices ranging from a few thousand to tens of thousands of dollars depending on their condition. It's also worth mentioning that some truly rare and unique specimens of this penny could even fetch millions of dollars at auction. Now, you may be wondering how to determine if your 1996 D penny is one of these rare, high-grade Ultra Lincoln pennies. Well, it all comes down to the condition of the coin and its grading. The best way to know what you have is to send your coin to a professional grading service, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These services will carefully examine the coin, assess its condition, and assign it a grade based on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A grade of MS 65 or higher is typically required to fall into the Ultra category, and this is where the big money lies. Before we wrap up and dive even deeper into how to spot a rare 1996 D penny, let's take a quick moment to appreciate the history behind the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it was the first U.S. coin to feature the portrait of a real person, Lincoln, of course. The Lincoln penny has undergone several design changes over the years. The reverse side of the penny, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, was introduced in 1959 and remained in circulation until 2009. In that year, the U.S. Mint started producing pennies with a reverse design that honored the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and the iconic memorial was replaced with a shield design. Since then, the Lincoln penny has continued to evolve. But the 1996 D version, with its beautiful Lincoln Memorial design, is one of the most enduring and nostalgic coins in U.S. history. When you look at a 1996 D penny, you're not just holding a piece of metal, you're holding a piece of American history. So, how can you tell if your 1996 D penny is worth big bucks? It all starts with a careful inspection of the coin's condition. Here are a few things to look out for. The most important factor in determining a coin's value is its condition. Look for coins with smooth, clean surfaces free of scratches, dents, or discoloration. The better the surface quality, the higher the grade. The finer details of the Lincoln image, the memorial, and the lettering should be sharp and well-defined. If these details are worn or blurry, the coin's value will be lower. A high-quality coin will have a bright, shiny luster, making it appear as though it's fresh from the mint. Dull or tarnished pennies will have a significantly lower value. If you think you've found a potential Ultra Lincoln penny, the best way to confirm its value is to have it professionally graded. As mentioned earlier, companies like PCGS or NGC can help you determine the coin's true worth. In conclusion, the 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny is an exceptional coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned numismatist, finding one of these rare pennies could be a game changer for your collection and your wallet. With an estimated value of around $597,769 for the highest grade specimens, this is one penny that can truly make a difference in your life. So, keep your eyes peeled, check your change, and remember that sometimes the smallest things can hold the greatest value. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future content about rare coins, coin values, and more. Have you found a rare coin in your collection or change? Let us know in the comments below and share your stories with us. Until next time, happy hunting and keep collecting. This script delves deep into the history, value, and current market trends surrounding the 1996 D Ultra Lincoln penny, making it both informative and engaging for viewers interested in rare coin collecting. Today, we're diving into a specific coin that might just be sitting in your pocket or jar right now. You may have never thought it could be worth much, but trust me, this coin could potentially change your life. We're talking about the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny, a coin that has caught the eye of collectors and investors alike, and one that could be worth a small fortune. In fact, the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny is currently valued at a shocking $597,767, and today, we're going to explore why this penny holds such immense value, how you can identify it, and what makes it stand out from the rest of the Lincoln pennies you might come across. So, sit back, grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover the history, rarity, and value of this incredible coin. the history of the Lincoln penny. Before we talk specifically about the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny, let's take a quick look back at the history of the Lincoln cent, also known as the penny. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century, and it has undergone several changes over the years. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the penny initially featured a design by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The reverse side of the coin showcased a pair of wheat stalks, which is why these pennies are often referred to as wheat pennies. Fast forward to 1959, and the penny underwent a design change to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse now depicted the Lincoln Memorial, a design that remained in circulation until 2008. Since then, the penny has featured the Union Shield design, but the Lincoln Memorial reverse design has become iconic in its own right. Now, let's talk about the specific coin we're focusing on today, the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny. What makes the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny so special? The 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny is a modern coin, minted by the U.S. Mint in Denver. At first glance, it may seem like just another regular penny from the late 20th century. But it's important to understand that the word ultra in its name refers to a specific set of characteristics that elevate its rarity and value. There's a special term in numismatics called ultra cameo, and it applies to coins with an exceptional contrast between the frosted design elements and the mirror-like background. The 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny is known for its distinctive frosted features, which are a result of a special die polishing technique used during the minting process. This ultra cameo effect creates a stark contrast between the portrait of Abraham Lincoln and the background of the coin, making the design stand out in a way that other pennies simply don't. However, the real rarity and value come from the specific combination of characteristics that make this coin such a treasure. The 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny is unique because of its combination of frosting, sharpness, and overall appearance. Unlike regular 1999 pennies, which may have been subject to wear and tear, the Ultra version maintains a pristine look, which is what draws the attention of serious collectors. Why is it worth so much? Now you might be wondering, what makes this specific coin worth so much money? Why is it valued at an incredible $597,767 in today's market? To understand this, we need to look at a few key factors. One of the main reasons this coin is so valuable is its rarity. The 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny is considered to be a variety of the regular 1999 D penny, and these ultra cameos are incredibly rare. Most 1999 D pennies were struck with the traditional non-ultra finish, so finding one that meets the specific ultra cameo standard is exceptionally difficult. Another factor contributing to the high value of this penny is the possibility of minting errors. While not all 1999 D Ultra Lincoln pennies are the result of minting mistakes, some were struck with flaws that further enhance their value. Errors can include things like doubling of the design elements or off-center strikes. These errors make the coin even rarer and more desirable among collectors. When it comes to coins, the condition plays a huge role in determining its value. The 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny is most valuable when it's in mint condition or close to it. The better the quality of the coin, the higher the potential value. Many 1999 D pennies have been circulated and worn down over the years, which means that finding one in nearly perfect condition is rare. The world of coin collecting is more popular than ever. With the rise of online auction platforms and the increasing interest in rare coins, the demand for high-quality and rare pennies has skyrocketed. Collectors and investors alike are on the lookout for coins like the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny, which only drives up the price. The 1999 D penny is part of a significant year in American history. While it doesn't commemorate a specific historical event like other coins, it marks the tail end of the 20th century, a time of immense change and progress in the United States. As a result, this penny holds a certain historical charm for collectors who are passionate about preserving pieces of the past. How to identify the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny? Now that you know why this penny is so valuable, let's talk about how you can identify the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny in your collection. Here are some key traits to look for. One of the first things you'll notice about the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny is the contrast between the frosted image of Abraham Lincoln and the shiny, mirror-like background of the coin. This ultra cameo effect is one of the defining characteristics of this rare penny. The details on the coin, especially the portrait of Lincoln, should be crisp and well-defined. Any signs of wear, such as flattening or blurring of the design, could reduce the value of the coin. Like other pennies minted in 1999, the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny has a D mint mark to indicate that it was produced at the Denver Mint. Make sure you check this detail, as it's crucial for identifying this specific variety. As mentioned earlier, the condition of the coin plays a major role in its value. The 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny should be free from scratches, stains, or discoloration. A pristine, uncirculated coin will fetch the highest prices. If you believe you have a 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny in your possession, consider getting it professionally graded by an organization like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations can evaluate the coin and assign it a grade, which will help you understand its value and marketability. Where to find the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny? If you don't have a 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny in your collection yet, don't worry, there are still ways to find one. Here are a few tips on where to search for this elusive coin. Coin shops. Local coin dealers may have rare pennies like the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny in their inventory. It's always worth checking with your local shop to see if they have any in stock. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and other online numismatic platforms often feature rare coins for sale, including the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny. Just be sure to check the authenticity and condition before making any purchases. Coin roll hunting. If you're feeling lucky and adventurous, try hunting for rare coins by searching through rolls of pennies at your local bank. While this method can be time-consuming, it's a fun and exciting way to find valuable coins. Conclusion: the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny is a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting, with a value that can reach up to $597,767 in the right condition. Its rarity, historical significance, and the stunning ultra cameo effect make it one of the most coveted coins among collectors. If you happen to come across one of these rare pennies, you could be holding a small fortune in your hand. As with any rare coin, it's important to do your research, take good care of your collection, and consider professional grading if you believe you found something special. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content on rare coins and their incredible values. Who knows? Maybe the next time you're going through your change, you'll find a 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny that's worth more than you could ever imagine. Until next time, happy hunting and stay curious. Today, we're diving into a specific coin that might just be sitting in your pocket or jar right now. You may have never thought it could be worth much, but trust me, this coin could potentially change your life. We're talking about the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny, a coin that has caught the eye of collectors and investors alike, and one that could be worth a small fortune. In fact, the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny is currently valued at a shocking $597,767, and today, we're going to explore why this penny holds such immense value, how you can identify it, and what makes it stand out from the rest of the Lincoln pennies you might come across. So, sit back, grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover the history, rarity, and value of this incredible coin. The history of the Lincoln penny. Before we talk specifically about the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln penny, let's take a quick look back at the history of the Lincoln cent, also known as the penny. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century, and it has undergone several changes over the years. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the penny initially featured a design by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The reverse side of the coin showcased a pair of wheat stalks, which is why these pennies are often referred to as wheat pennies. Fast forward to 1959, and the penny underwent a duh. Today, we've got something really special lined up for you. If you've ever wondered whether those loose change pennies lying around in your pocket or coin jar could hold some serious value, well, get ready to be blown away by one of the most fascinating and extremely valuable pennies in the history of U.S. coinage. The 2001 D Ultra Rare Lincoln penny. This 1-cent coin has caused quite a stir among collectors, and today, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it. Trust me, you'll want to grab that magnifying glass and start searching your coin collection because the potential value of these rare pennies might just surprise you. Now, before we dive into this amazing story of rarity, value, and the coin market's current interest in these elusive pennies, let's talk about what makes this 2001D Ultra Lincoln penny stand out from the thousands of other pennies produced by the US Mint. So let's get into the nuts and bolts of this coin. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century. Ever since President Abraham Lincoln's profile was first struck on the coin in 1909, it has become one of the most iconic pieces of US currency. But did you know that not all pennies are created equal? Some are rare, some are valuable, and some are even worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 2001D Ultra Lincoln penny is one of those. This specific coin is not just another penny you'll come across in your pocket change. This penny was minted in 2001 in Denver, identified by the D mint mark, which is located just beneath Abraham Lincoln's bust. On the surface, it seems like a regular penny, right? But if you take a closer look, you might just find something that could make it a rare and extremely valuable treasure. The key is in its production, its rarity, and the tiny but significant details that make it stand out in the world of coin collectors. The 2001D Ultra Rare Lincoln penny is a mint error. Yes, you heard that right, it's a mistake. And in the world of numismatics, mistakes or error coins are some of the most highly sought after and valuable pieces out there. So what exactly makes this penny so rare? Let's break it down. This 2001D Lincoln penny has an error where the die was not perfectly aligned, creating a unique and rare variation in the penny's design. Coins with die errors are some of the most coveted by collectors because they are essentially one of a kind. Collectors have noted that these ultra-rare pennies feature unusual characteristics, such as doubled letters or a misaligned Lincoln portrait. These anomalies are extremely difficult to find, which is what makes them stand out and increases their worth. Even though millions of pennies are minted every year, only a small fraction of them have these types of errors. Out of the billions of 2001D pennies that were produced, only a very small percentage were struck with this particular flaw. This means that they are extremely scarce and hard to find. The rarity of this coin is what pushes its value to astonishing heights. Now, let's get to the part that really gets coin enthusiasts' hearts racing, the value of this ultra-rare penny. You're probably wondering, how much is this 2001D Ultra Lincoln penny really worth? Well, brace yourself because we're talking about a mind-blowing value in the market today. At the time of this video, the value of a single 2001D Ultra Rare Lincoln penny in perfect condition and with the die error intact has been reported to range in the market at up to $597,766. Yes, you read that correctly, nearly $600,000. That's no small amount for a penny. In fact, this price has turned the coin into one of the hottest collectibles among serious numismatists, and its value has continued to rise over time as more collectors hunt it down. But you might be asking, why so much for a penny? Well, the answer lies in the combination of rarity, historical significance, and the condition of the coin. Remember, this isn't just any regular penny, it's a mistake. That means it's one of the few that made it into circulation with a die error, and as more time passes, these types of coins become even more difficult to find. Where can you find the 2001D Ultra Rare Lincoln penny? Now, I know you're all itching to check your coin jars, pockets, and even your piggy banks to see if you've got one of these rare pennies. But I have to tell you, finding one isn't going to be easy. These coins are very rare and only a lucky few have come across them so far. However, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. If you're looking for this rare penny, one of the best ways to find it is by purchasing sealed coin rolls from banks. These rolls contain coins that haven't been in circulation for long, and you'll want to carefully inspect each penny for the die error. If you're more interested in buying this rare penny, your best bet is to check out reputable coin shops and online auctions. But be careful, because these pennies are so valuable, you'll want to make sure you're purchasing from a trusted source that can verify the coin's authenticity and rarity. Sites like eBay have a wealth of coin listings, including ultra-rare error pennies. Just make sure to do your research and look for sellers with a strong reputation, as the value of these coins can make them targets for fraud. How do I know if I've found one of these rare coins? Well, here are some things to look out for. The die errors that make the 2001D Ultra Lincoln penny unique will often appear as doubled or misaligned lettering or images on the coin. Make sure you inspect the coin's design closely under good lighting. Look for the D mint mark beneath Lincoln's bust. If it's clear and distinct, it's part of the 2001 series, which is the target for these rare errors. The value of any coin is highly dependent on its condition. The better the condition of the coin, the higher its potential value. A coin in mint state or proof quality will fetch a much higher price than a well-worn penny. So what's next for the 2001D ultra-rare Lincoln penny in the coin market? Well, with the growing interest in rare and error coins, the demand for this penny will likely continue to increase. If you're a collector, or if you're simply someone who's interested in the future of the coin market, investing in rare coins like the 2001D Lincoln penny could prove to be a lucrative decision down the road. And there you have it. Everything you need to know about the ultra-rare 2001D Lincoln penny, its value, and why it's worth so much money. From its fascinating history and mint errors to its staggering current value of up to $597,766, this little penny is truly a hidden treasure. So don't forget to check your pocket change, inspect your coin jars, and keep your eyes peeled for this rare find. Who knows? You might just discover one of the most valuable pennies ever produced by the US Mint. If you found this video helpful and exciting, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video about rare coins, collectibles, and treasures from history. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting. Today, we have a jaw-dropping discovery that will make you rethink every penny in your pocket. What if I told you that a 2001 Lincoln penny, a simple, everyday coin, could be worth a staggering $597,765? Yes, you heard that right. This tiny piece of copper might just be your golden ticket to an unexpected fortune. So in this video, we're diving deep into the history, rare errors, and the shocking current market value of the 2001 ultra-rare Lincoln penny. You won't believe the reasons why this seemingly ordinary coin is commanding such high prices in auctions. Make sure to watch till the end because we'll reveal how to identify these valuable pennies and how you can get top dollar for them. Ready? Let's get started. The history of the 2001 Lincoln penny. Before we get into why some of these pennies are worth a fortune, let's take a quick look at the history behind the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin featured Lincoln's portrait on the obverse front and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse back. Fast forward to 1959, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial, and it remained that way until 2008. In 2001, the Lincoln penny was still using the memorial reverse and millions of these coins were minted for circulation. But here's where things get interesting. Not all 2001 pennies are created equal. Some of them have rare errors and variations that make them extremely valuable to collectors and investors. Why is this 2001 Lincoln penny worth nearly $600,000? So, what makes a simple 2001 penny so valuable? The answer lies in rare minting errors, special compositions, and unique die variations. Let's break it down. Point 1. Of the biggest reasons why certain 2001 Lincoln pennies are worth so much is because they were mistakenly struck on the wrong metal planchet. Normally, pennies from 1982 onwards are made from copper-plated zinc. However, a few 2001 pennies were accidentally struck on a 95% copper planchet, just like the older pre-1982 pennies. Since copper prices have risen significantly, these rare copper pennies are already worth more than their face value, but collectors are willing to pay a premium because of their extreme rarity. A confirmed 2001 copper penny sold at auction for over $250,000, and experts believe that some could reach up to $597,765 if found in pristine condition. Another valuable variation is the double die obverse error. This happens when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly, creating a doubling effect on the letters, numbers, or Lincoln's face. Look closely at the words Liberty or In God We Trust on your penny. If you notice any doubling, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Depending on the severity of the doubling, these error pennies can sell for $1,000 to over $50,000. Sometimes a penny is struck center, meaning that part of the design is missing and the rim looks uneven. These mistakes happen when the coin blank isn't properly aligned in the press. Center pennies with at least 50% of the design missing but still showing the full date can be worth anywhere from $500 to $5,000. Clipped planchet happens when a coin is struck on an incomplete metal blank. These errors are visually striking and highly sought after. Depending on the severity of the clip, these error pennies can sell for $100 to $3,000. How to identify and sell your 2001 Lincoln penny. Now that you know what to look for, how do you check if your penny is a rare and valuable one? Use a sensitive scale to weigh your penny. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or mint mark anomalies. Pay attention to Lincoln's eye, nose, and letters in. Liberty. If you think you have a rare penny, take it to a professional numismatist or send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. A higher grade means a higher price. Consider selling your coin at major auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers. Listed on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, or specialized coin forums, always get multiple offers before selling. Final thoughts: is your penny worth a fortune? Imagine finding a 2001 penny in your pocket and realizing it's worth nearly $600,000. This is why it's so important to check your change and never overlook small details. Could you be sitting on a hidden treasure? Start checking your pennies today. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Let us know in the comments. Have you ever found a rare coin? What's the most valuable penny you own? We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching and happy treasure hunting. See you in the next video.